And we're back
Yo, yo.
to another episode of Relentless Skeptics with Jesse and Devin.
Yes, sir.
I'm Devin.
I'm Jesse.
Yeah. So
Look, we're getting better at it.
we should what do we do? What are we tackling today?
Well, let's talk about we got the UFC picks, and once again, the UFC the fight night time schedule has tricked a motherfucker. Has tricked me because I thought it was later, and it starts in about I'd say 30 minutes. So yeah, I just wanted to go through the fights real quick. Um, there's a lot of fighters that I know. I mean, I'm sure a lot of other people are familiar. There's a lot of well-known people on this fight card, actually. Um, you got Gerald Meerschaert, the guy that got absolutely knocked out
Hold on.
by
Where are you
Hazmat
at?
Chimaev. So I'm at the top of the prelim card of the UFC.
Yeah, but those are the last fights of the prelims.
Oh, okay,
It
start at the
goes from the
bottom. Sorry.
bottom to the top.
Yep,
That's
you're
why I
right.
was
You're right.
labeled at the bottom first.
Okay. Yep, you're right. So Jordan Levitt and Matt Sales.
Which I've
Jordan Levitt always does splits. He's the guy that does the splits after his wins. He always does really gay splits,
Oh,
and
that's
that's
him.
nice. Yeah, and he's a fucking killer though. So
Do you
I
have the
got him
odds
in
in
this.
front of you on this fight?
Yeah, I got you.
We
The
should have the odds together. So,
here the odds.
what are the odds on whatever app you're using for online
So I'm using
gambling?
mybookie.ag, and we got for Matt Sales, Jordan Levitt. We got Matt Sales is the underdog plus 105. Jordan Levitt is the favorite by minus 135. And I would say that if you want to win some money, go ahead and bet Jordan Levitt for the submission. And let's see what that is real quick. I'm not going to spend too much time on everybody else, but I just want to see because I do like this guy. Jordan Levitt is. I've won every bet with him the last like 3 bets, I think.
I mean,
All right, so
I think I've
so
seen Matt Sales fight. I think the last one he fought was pretty good, if I
yeah,
remember.
they're both got very similar
Styles.
experience.
I feel like it was
Experience.
similar stylistically a little bit.
Yeah. So Levitt by submission is plus 140. Throw $100 to win $140. Or maybe more. I think it's more. Yeah, I would go with Jordan on that one. That's my pick on that one. So, do you have a pick or no? Pick
Uh,
one.
if I had to pick, man, I'm not gonna. I'd probably
You
go
don't
with
know
your
him too
pick.
well.
I'm not gonna lie, but I mean, like I said, I don't remember the last time I've seen him fight. I do remember
Yeah,
the splits. So like,
yeah. He
and
does the splits after his
I
wins.
remember us talking about him before too, as in like we've had
Yeah,
this conversation about Jordan Levitt and Matt Sales, like not
yeah,
together obviously, but we've had these conversations about him before, and I believe, like I was saying, I believe Matt Sales, he won his last fight, I think. So I don't wanna, put him down, and I
yeah.
want to,
It's probably gonna be a really good fight. Yeah,
yeah,
Jordan Levitt is just a really strong wrestler. Everybody that gets in the cage with him says it's just like he is very strong, very very strong. So that's kind of interesting about him because he doesn't necessarily look strong, but he does the gayest splits in the world. So it's really tricky. Trickster. He's a trickster. They're pretty good splits though. I'll admit he's flexible. No homo.
sounds pretty homo to me, John. I'm just kidding.
My name's Jesse. Okay, so next fight's a heavyweight fight. I'm not really too familiar with either of these guys. Josh Parisian, I mean, yeah, I guess a little. It's interesting, they both have a win over the same guy their last fight by decision. They both won by decision over the same guy. I don't really have a pick on that.
I don't know who
Um,
either of them are.
yeah, I'm not really too
I
familiar
mean,
with
I
them
think
to be
I've
honest.
heard of Josh Parisian, but the
Yeah,
Dontel Mays, I'd never heard of before. So
no, I'm not too familiar.
we're gonna see. I guess I should have did a little more like
I would say,
investigative
yeah, it's all good. I would say
work
that
you're doing.
I don't know too much about that, so I'll skip that. Raquel Pennington and Macy
What would do you
Chazian.
want to do a
Chazian.
little investigation into these two fighters? You know, like
Not really. The two heavyweights. No,
he says, "No,
no,
I
we're in
don't
the
give a,
prelims.
I don't give
We
a
need we're in
fuck.
the we're in the
We can see what the rest of them are like later."
we're in the prelims. So Raquel Pennington, she's an absolute player in the game. She's been fighting a while, and she's fighting an up and coming fighter that's not too bad. She's a pretty tough girl. So she's got, doesn't really have any big names under her belt as far as wins. So this is probably her toughest fight and the biggest name fight she's had. So it should be interesting. We'll see who comes out and wants to win. Raquel is a pretty tough chick, so she took. I think Raquel. I think her last fight was Holmes. Nope, her last fight was not Holmes. 2020, she fought Holly Holm, lost by decision. Then she had two fights after that. Last one, 2021. But yeah, I think her first fight with Holly Holmes was a much closer fight, and that's kind of like opened up the avenue for her. Regardless, I'd be choosing Raquel Pennington on that one via decision. Okay.
I want to point out before we move on that Don Tail, I believe that's how you say it, is favored to win.
Okay, yeah, let me look at the odds. I forgot to go to the odds on that. And the odds makers usually like if so yeah, he's favored minus 185. So not a huge favorite, but still definitely significant. Josh Parisian's plus 155. So and let's look at the prop odds real quick on them, just real quick because I'm curious because they're both heavyweights. Heavyweights always have
We
the
got
knockout odds are usually
a lot of odds for knockouts, and the odds are good for knockout in round one.
oh they
fucking
are. So they're favored to. So Mays is favored to knock him out
on round
because
one.
Mays, yeah. So, let's see, Mays round one plus 350. Yeah, Mays wins by points. That's even more favored. Which who knows? If Josh is pretty tough, dude. I'm pretty sure. So, but Parisian to knock him out, it's possible. That's plus 400. So that might be a good bet. Throw $20 on. And win 4 times your money or five times your money.
Yep.
Make some money. Win $100 win $80 or $100 off a $20 bet. That's not too bad. Or 20, yeah, whatever. Okay, so.
And then you go to Raquel Pennington and Macy Chiasson, and obviously Raquel is favored to win that fight. I mean, she's just got more experience, I'd say.
Yeah, for sure. Macy's got a good record, but I didn't see any noticeable names under her. So, yeah, I'd say she's favored too. It's minus 145 to plus 115, so not huge, not huge at all. It's yeah, so that's not a big jump. So, she's minus 145 Raquel, and then Macy is plus 115.
Oh, I got DraftKings odds. We got 145 and then 125.
Yeah, that's normal. They always vary,
different, huh?
They'll probably change. That one might not change anymore, but it just they change sometimes, especially on the main cards. And the next one, Andre Ewell and Charles Jourdain. I'm a big fan of Charles Jourdain. He's a very, very skilled stand-up striker. I think he what's his last fight? I think he might have lost. I lost some money on him, but he fought a big name. Let's see. So Charles Jourdain. His last fight was Julian Erosa, and he got submitted. And this guy I think he was really putting it on him, though. I think he was really beating the brakes off of Julian, and then Julian just is more experienced, hung in there and then submitted him. But Charles Jourdain is definitely a guy to keep an eye watch for in the featherweight division because he has some skills standing up, and I believe Andre Ewell is not, he's not nobody to fuck with, but he did just get knocked out his last fight in the second round, TKO.
He's got
So
that. He might have caught the jaw, caught the glass jaw from his last fight.
yeah, so that's not really looking good for him because he just got TKO'd. Now he's fighting, a really good striker. So we'll see. Whoever, it just depends on who shows up.
I mean, I'm gonna
He's
put my
got
money on Charles, but
yeah, for sure. I definitely put your money on Charles.
DraftKings says the odds are in his favor too.
So yeah, on my stuff, you're looking at minus 195, a little bit bigger favorite than the others. Plus 160 for Andre. Charles Jourdain. He is a very, very, like I said, skilled stand-up striker. So I'd put maybe some money on the TKO, and you're looking at
I'm gonna put
for
it.
the
I'd
TKO
put it on round 2, honestly, because I mean, if he can make
round
it,
2
if he can
plus
make it out of-
700.
if he can make it out of round 1, he's not gonna get it. He's not making it out of round 2. I don't think. So
I would bet round 1 and round 2.
Yeah,
but
that's
yeah,
what I'm saying.
and then
Small amount round 1.
Charles Jourdain for the finish, you're looking at plus 160, so it's really not crazy. He's definitely favored to finish Ewell. So I would go with Charles on that one.
Ciara Eubanks. I feel like I've heard the Eubanks before.
Yep, she's a tough fighter.
Is that the one that she does? There's nobody else that has a Eubanks name.
I don't think so. No,
I
don't think so. I think she fights out of Colorado, and she's another tough fighter. Who did she? Was it her? See, I'm getting all mixed up with these prelims. I always do. I think she was looking really, really good her last fight. Yeah, her last fight she came in. Dude, this chick is jacked. She looks like she's juicing.
Oh, you're talking about... Yes, I know exactly. I know exactly what she looks like now that you said that.
She's fucking jacked. And I remember I won that. I bet the under on that one. And a parlay, I hit it like a 3-teamer, but I bet the under on that one and came up with a dub.
Dub. Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, what is that? Dub.
Let's go to the numbers on the DraftKings here. Well, I got Eubanks winning over Gatto. Is it Gatto? I think it's Gatto.
Gatto.
Well,
Gatto.
I think Gatto is 1 T. Gatto is 2 T's. Now, Gatto is a really good opponent, though. I don't understand why they're favoring Eubanks.
He's not favored. She's not favored by too much. It's not a huge.
A little favorite.
But I think the reason why she's favored is because she looks like a fucking man. She's jacked to the gills. She looks like she's juicing to the gills. Also, how she looked in her last fight, she just looked so good. And if she's coming out with that same flavor this time, you can bet your money on the under again, because she is just, what she's going to do is she's just going to drag this bitch to the fence and just drag her to the ground and squeeze her life out. So, what's that? What are you doing? What's the... Huh? I can't. I don't know. I don't know what you're saying. So, yeah, I would go with Ciara Eubanks. For sure. Ciara Eubanks. And next fight, we're looking at Justin Tafa, and Harry Hunsucker. Now, I'm familiar with both of these guys somewhat. Tafa
won his last fight, right? That was the one.
No, he didn't. Tafa did a bad job his last 2 fights, in my opinion. He's lazy. He lets the fight go. He's like takes his time trying to
get the
fucking knockout. Yeah, he's like a fat chubby New Zealander, I think, something like that. But Carlos Felipe, his fight before last, he fought Carlos Felipe, and Carlos Felipe is an up and coming, really really cocky Mexican fighter. He throws hands. He really gets in your face, throws hands. Exciting fighter to watch. But I bet Tafa on that one. It was a close fight, but Tafa just kind of gave up. And I think that's just how he's gonna fight this one too. But Harry just lost, got knocked out in March by Tuivasa in 49 seconds. So
yeah, but Ty is fucking a monster. He's running through the heavyweight class like it's nothing. So
yeah, it's like cake to him. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know he's a different breed of person. He needs more fights. I want to see him in the ring more, and that's why he's going to be such a polarizing figure in the UFC. Because like I know if I want to see him fight, thousands, hundreds of thousands of people want to see him fight, and they love.
For sure.
And they love that shoey thing, which isn't what I learned. Isn't just a thing with him. It's a tradition for like all of them.
Yeah,
because
they spit in the shoe.
No, a shoey is we drink the beer out of the shoe and the spit. Or whatever.
Yeah, but they spit in it and then
fill
in
the beer. Yeah, and they drink it. Well, so I learned that that's not just him. You know what I mean? Because I watch F1, Formula One.
Oh shit, they do it there too.
And well, Daniel Ricciardo, the guy that looks just like you, is fucking Australian. So when he wins, right
on, mate.
He does a shoey. They call him the honey badger. He's a beast.
It's an Australian thing.
Yeah, it's an Australian person thing.
Right. Cool.
But back to it. I think Tafa is favored to win.
Yeah, I would go with Tafa. He's more experienced, even though his record doesn't show. He's more experienced with higher level fighters, I believe.
Yeah, because he gets his ass whooped. But I don't know, man. We gotta think about how Harry's gonna relax. I don't think Tafa's ever been knocked out or anything. I thought, is Harry the one that got beat by fucking what's his nuts?
Yeah, Tai Tuivasa knocked Harry out in 49 seconds.
Well, who did he fight before that?
Someone, I think that was his debut fight in the UFC. Harry Hansaka.
Oh well, I'd probably go with Tafa too. All right, so let's go with Stoltzfus versus Mearshire. Oh, I don't even know, dude. You can't fucking say these names. What the fuck?
Yeah, Dustin Stoltzfus. He got submitted by a world champion, Rodolfo Vieira. I won money on that one too.
Didn't
I remember
Mearshart just lose his last fight? He's the one with the bags under his eyes, right?
Yeah, he actually won his last fight by submission.
Yes.
He won his last fight against Maka Muradov. Which you hear a guy like that, you think he's a wrestler. Well, not enough for Gerald. Gerald got him with the sub in the second round. And actually, Gerald subbed a guy before that in April in the Whitaker Gaslam fight.
Yeah.
And he subbed him. But then before that, he got knocked the fuck out by Khamzat Chimaev. He got knocked out.
Yeah.
Got knocked out in 17 seconds. Yeah. So Gerald's I always like Gerald's an experienced fighter. He's a journeyman, I guess you can say. So he just I think he takes too many punches. So
I think he might lose. I think Dustin might take this one. What does the thing say?
I would say
they say Dustin as well. They say Dustin as well. DraftKings does.
He's favored, so he might get the KO, the knockout. But honestly, no, Gerald's favored big time. Minus 245. Gerald's favored.
Oh.
So Dustin's underdog plus 205.
I read that wrong.
And yeah, it's all good. And I would say go with Gerald. Gerald could get knocked out. No doubt about it. I doubt it though. Gerald's got his last two opponents. He's a sub guy. He's a ground and pound guy. That's what his game is. If he gets you to the ground, if he gets Dustin on the ground, it's over. Although, Dustin just got subbed by a world jiu-jitsu champion. That guy subs everybody though. So, actually, Rodolfo I think just got subbed by a fucking very good fighter, but I can't remember his name. Regardless, I'd go with Gerald submission. The submission odds are Gerald to win by sub. You're looking at -110 for that bet to finish.
It's a safe bet.
That's to finish it all. So they're betting on Gerald subbing him. That's for sure. In the first round. So, hum. Hummity hum.
Safe bet.
So yeah, I'd go Gerald sub. Definitely Gerald sub. Oh, Cub Swanson's fighting. I thought he retired.
No.
Shit. I didn't know that. All right, so done with that one.
This is the main card.
Oh wait, no, it's not. That was Swanson's the main card. So on to the main card. Swanson, Elkins, Darren Elkins, Swanson, Darren Elkins. They're both
great fight.
Very experienced fighters.
It's going to be such a good
Great fight.
Darren Elkins is amazing.
Agreed.
And then I haven't seen Cub Swanson fight in a while, but man, this is going to be such a good fight. Like, I don't even know who to pick. I'm not going to lie. Like,
I watched Cub Swanson absolutely just get dominated by Giga Chadiz or whatever the fuck his name is. That guy's a killer. He's an up-and-coming fucking murderer. Cub Swanson got his ass eaten.
Darren might have this one?
I'd say Darren's more of a... I think Darren's more of a ground and pound guy, even though I think his last fight was a TKO over Minner. But Darren Elkins is more like a long, keep you in the long game and just ride you out and just tire you down and just run you until he submits you on the ground. And I don't think that's really too easy to do with Cub Swanson. Cub Swanson, although, it's going to be a good fight. I would say this fight goes the distance, and shit, man. What are the odds?
I'd love to see it go to distance. Yeah,
I think it will.
It probably will. We probably called a lot of fights that are gonna go the distance, like that chick fight.
So Swanson's favored -160.
The Pennington fight's probably gonna go the distance. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so it's favored Swanson by decision. So I'd say it'd go the distance. But hey,
I've been surprised
Elkins,
a billion times before. Don't get me wrong.
Elkins can come with the sub. If you want to bet Elkins sub third round, that's plus. Elkins wins third round. That's plus 2,000. So yeah, that's a fun bet. That's a fun bet. Yeah. Swanson's he's a beast though. So
yeah.
I'd say it's yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. All right. So on to the next, we got Carlos Diego Farada against Gamrat, and Gamrat, this guy, he's a fucking killer too. He's another one of these guys that are the up-and-coming guys that are just absolutely just murderous. But Ferreira is a pretty tough cat too. He just lost by TKO though to Gregor Gillespie. Gregor Gillespie is a killer. So, and then he lost decision to Dariush. That's a pretty good fight though. I would go with Gamrat for sure, and I'd say by knockout. Let's see, what are the odds of that? Gamrat.
Keep talking. I'll be right back.
All right, so we got Gamrat. Looking up the odds now. All right, I should be placing this bet on the fly. Fight starts in like 7 minutes. Let's see. Oh, where is all my UFC? All right, so Gamrat. We're looking at Gamrat's favored favored minus 220. Ferreira is the underdog by plus 180. And yeah, I would say Gamrat by sub. Gamrat for the finish is what I would bet, and that Gamrat for the finish is plus 200. you bet $100 to win $200. So that's good, or $300, right? $200. Yeah, that's a good bet. I'd go with that. Gamrat for the finish, plus 200. All right, on to the next. We got killer fucking Ricky Simon or Simone. I think it's Simon. Ricky Simon, and we got Rafael Asuncao. Akako. I don't know how to pronounce it. But let's see. Let's see these guys. Let's take a look. Rafael is 27-8.
Bam.
And Ricky is 18-3. And I believe Ricky was the guy that had he's like a Native American kind of guy. He was like he's got a shorter haircut in this picture, but he used to have like a mullet going on, I believe. A mullet style. But he's got a big win. He's got a very big win over Brian Kelleher. So that says a lot. That says a lot. And then Rafael, he seems like he's very experienced. So let's see. He just lost. Oh yeah. This is a little short homie that just fought Cody Garbrandt and got knocked out. Cody Garbrandt was against the cage and just popped him at the very end of the round. 4 minutes and 59 seconds. Second round TKO. Win to Garbrandt. So, but tough guy. He's also got a decision. Corey Sandhagen beat him. Submission by Marlon Moraes. Yeah, he's fought a lot of tough guys, and Ricky's a very tough guy too. So, in my opinion, if Ricky shows up, I'd go with Ricky's a big favorite. Minus 290. Rafael's at plus 230. I would go probably Ricky decision, Ricky sub.
Bam.
So Ricky to finish, you're looking at plus 210. Ricky for the decision, technical decision, plus 110. So those are both pretty solid bets. I'd go with that. I would go with that. Simon to finish in the first round is plus 500. That's a good one too. Yeah. That's a good bet. On to Angela Hill. Angela Hill finally get to see another fight. She's a big underdog here. Plus 230. That's surprising. Yeah, Angela Hill has been on a tough streak for her. I really liked her. I've liked her ever since she got into the UFC. Been following her. She's a really tough cookie, but she's had a tough run. A bunch of very close fights. A bunch of shitty decisions. She's got 10 losses. Holy cow. The girl that she fought last is an absolute animal, so she's a tiny little animal. She lost via decision, and Amanda Lemos is not going to roll over her. She's a big favorite to win that. So, she's a knockout artist, it looks like. Her last two fights were won in the first round by knockout. So, and then she's got a decision. Her debut was a decision. And then 2 knockouts. So, Angela Hill is a goon.
I don't know why Amanda Lemos is favored so much. I know she's a beast, but man, I don't know.
I mean, it makes sense. Angela Hill's on a losing streak.
Is she? Oh. Well,
yeah, she's on a losing streak.
There you go then. She's got to make it up.
I believe she's on a losing streak, right? Let's see real quick. Angela Hilly. Yeah, Angela Hill lost to so she's on a one fight losing streak, but before that she lost to the karate hottie Michelle Watterson. She lost to Claudia Gadelia. I mean, both of those are both by decision, and both really tough fighters, very experienced tough fighters. So, and then she's got a decision over Luma Lookboomy, which nobody knew, but she wasn't a chump. So, but yeah, she's Angela Hill. She's fought a lot of big name fighters. She's got the experience. Amanda Lemos doesn't. So we'll see. I would say look for this fight to go into decision, and I wouldn't doubt Angela Hill. I wouldn't doubt her out. So if you want to win some money, let's see what Angela Hill offers. She offers a plus 230 to win outright, and if she can get the finish, let's see, Hill by finish, you're looking at plus 750. That's what she needs. She needs to finish this girl. Decisions plus 450. Angela Hill needs a finish, a big finish over a chick that's 10-1. That boost her confidence, boost her up, and she's got the tools to do so. So I'm gonna say Angela Hill with the finish.
Cool.
That's a good bet. It's like plus. That's a good bet.
You gotta talk to the camera, man.
Yeah, sorry. Is that what you were telling me earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like my mic's down here, so here I'll pick the mic up. All right. Let's see.
The mic up. It sounds good. You just gotta talk to the camera.
I pick the mic up if I want to pick the mic up.
Whatever. Whatever.
Pick the mic up if I want to pick the mic up. All right. Okay, on to the next. Stephen Thompson and Bilal Muhammad. This is an interesting fight. Very interesting fight. They both, as far as styles, they're pretty similar to me because the way their IQ works, they kind of drag out the fights. They try to be really smart in their timing. They try to be really, 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 I think it's probably going to be a decision fight. And to who? I think Stephen Thompson's plus 120 by decision. That's a good bet. Bilal Muhammad is a goon, though. So it's just like, my heart tells me Bilal is going to take it by decision.
It's going to go the distance.
It should go the distance for sure. It should go the distance. Absolutely. It's 12 o'clock. Fights are on, baby.
Mine said it doesn't start till 4.
I guess we're doing a companion. Where's my ESPN app? I'll get on my app real quick and see if it's on here, motherfuckers.
Why don't you just tackle the last fight and then we'll fucking do all that?
All right. Derek Lewis, Chris Dukakis.
It's just Dawkins.
Yeah, again, with these heavyweight fights, you got to be careful. Both of these guys are knockout artists. Both of these guys have heavy hands. Is it 4 o'clock Pacific? Yeah, so 1 o'clock the main card starts. But I think right now the prelims start, right?
No.
The prelims start at 1?
4 o'clock.
So the prelims start at 1 o'clock my time.
4 o'clock, man. Whatever time your time is at 4 o'clock.
Well, whatever the time is. If the time is 4 o'clock, then it's 4 o'clock. Anyways, plus, Derek Lewis.
Prelims are longer than an hour.
The Black Beast. The man you don't ever want to bet against. Unless he's fighting Cyril Gane, and he's a huge underdog. That took me by surprise somewhat, kind of. Little, not really. But Derek, the Black Beast Lewis. Let's see. Odds. We're looking at. Oof. Derek Lewis is the underdog. Once again, plus 120. And Chris Dawkins, minus 150. I would say
Dawkins is a man, dude. I tell you.
I would say that
he's a man.
Yeah, I would say that this goes the distance. You want to bet the over minus 125. Over's over 1.5 rounds. But then again, it's like, okay, fight goes the distance. There's a yes or no. Does the fight go the distance? Yes, it'd be plus 330. That's a pretty.
Is prepared to go 5 rounds.
Is it? Oh, it is a 5-round fight. Ooh. So I'd probably just stick with the over. Over 1.5 rounds is a 5-round fight. Lewis definitely takes his time. especially with experienced fighters like Chris Daukaus, I think he's not going to really be able to get in on Chris Daukaus, or maybe he'll knock him out in 9 seconds. That's the thing about heavyweights. You never, ever
I'm
know.
gonna put my money
Never
on Dawkins.
know.
That's who I would put my money on. But
I'd say, yeah, take the over 1.5. Have some faith in your boy Derek Lewis to survive, like he has survived many times. Volkov was beating him down, and
Derek
he
Lewis,
just knocked,
he's a monster.
stood up
I'm
and
not
knocked
gonna
him out.
say he's not, but he's had amazing, amazing knockouts. But Chris Daukaus, he's a younger guy. He's like more of an up and comer, I'd say. I think he's
more technical fighter.
He's more hungry. I feel like it's just gonna go his way, you know.
Yeah, so you got the odds here. Daukaus by TKO. Daukaus for the finish is +110, so they're favored for him to finish. But at the same time, Lewis,
fighter,
this is the thing. Lewis to finish is +150, so they're not too far off.
No, I mean
they're really not too far off. They're like,
I'm not saying he's amazing. Like he's gonna beat him like indefinitely. Like he beats him. I'm saying it's gonna be a good fight.
yeah, I think it'll be a good fight. It'll be a fun fight for sure. It'll be a fun fight. Now let me get on my ESPN application.
Banana, banana.
And you said so 1 p.m. So you were right. The fights start at 1 p.m. Pacific, and that fucks my whole day up a little bit because I have shit to do. And now I have to put all that shit to the side and risk losing money because I have a job to do. But I can't do it now because I don't care about anything else but the UFC. I just don't.
Well, it's a good thing to care about, Jesse. It's a good thing to care about.
I'm addicted. I'm addicted.
Can I just say, today, we'll bring the mood down. Today is the anniversary of the death of Chris Farley.
Oh, Jesus, that sucks. Man.
Today in 1997, December 18th, 1997. Today's the day.
Damn, man, that sucks. From doing a little bit of that.
A little bit. That man was speedballing.
Yeah, that's like what, heroin and coke, right?
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
Usually. It's usually an upper and a downer.
Why I call it a speedball? Call it a slow fast.
It's pretty fun. Anyways,
it's pretty fun.
It was. They were the best. So, I understand.
Yeah, Chris Farley was the best.
I know. That's what I said.
I know you.
He was the best.
I know you meant, you crazy bastard.
So, I just wanted to bring it down a little bit. I want to give a shout out now after we brought the mood down to the For Real Spiel podcast for following us a few days ago.
Nice, thanks.
Right after our last podcast, I believe.
Nice.
Thanks for the follow. Appreciate
Absolutely.
you.
No problem.
That's you?
So, me and my wife were talking the other night, and she's never going to keep up with this, but she's like, I would like to do one with you too. And I'm like, yeah, let's fucking come up with a name. So she went into the gas station, and I'm like, I came up with a name so quick. I'm like, how the fuck? It took me like 48 hours. It was 48 hours to come up with a Relentless Skeptics. And I come up with the For Real Spiel, which is not a bad name. It's really not a bad name. But yeah, I added us, and we'll see if I ever get that podcast started with her.
I mean, I could be your producer.
Right? Yeah, we could do it. I thought about Tom Segura and his wife when the dumpster fire or whatever they have going, Mama's house or whatever.
Fire. It is a dumpster fire because like they show weird porn videos and like
they show some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
I don't watch it all that much, but I've seen
videos because I watched the Shane Gillis one and
yeah.
I'm not a fan. I don't really like Tom Segura. Like, I
He's
don't find
okay
him
to me.
funny.
Yeah,
I find him
he's
a
definitely
great
funny.
businessman, and like he's
Yeah.
funny in his podcast. He's hilarious. But like, I don't know. I just didn't find his. I find his humor to be more aimed towards like, I don't know, not me.
Yeah,
And
no.
stand up. It's the same with Chris
Yeah.
D'Elia. Chris D'Elia makes those like noises, and it seems like he's aiming it
Yeah.
for a younger audience, and it's not me.
Yeah.
I don't like his dumb noises. Dumb noises on stage. You're not Cook.
It's funny because the way you're talking right now is kind of how he talks. You're like, stop making those dumb noises. It's dumb. That's how he talks. I like watching his podcast. Is funny as hell. Him shitting on Brian. I just watched one. I
Did you
fucking
see the
dying
Will
laughing last night.
Sasso thing shitting on Brian
Yes,
Callen? I
yes,
sent you.
yes, yes. I saw that.
He
Saw that a while
blamed
ago.
Brian. He's like, "What are you gonna do, Brian? Fight me with
Yeah.
the boxing that you've been doing?"
You've been doing, yeah. Yeah, so Chris D'Elia, I just saw one yesterday. It was hilarious. Chris D'Elia was like, Brian Callen was talking about. So if you, Brian's going on one of his tangents. So if they say if you have a lot of muscle and you're a big muscular guy, that you use glycogen more. And then Chris D'Elia immediately was just like, shut up.
Shut the fuck up, Brian.
Glycogen? He's like, glycogen? Fucking glycogen is the most fucking boring shit to talk about. And he's like, and he's not even looking at him. And Brian Callen's like, why don't you look at me? He goes, you know what? I'll look at you. But when I look at you, if you don't have a fucking lab coat on, because you're talking about glycogen, I want you to shut up. And then he looks over at it and he goes, oh, would you look at that? You don't have a lab coat on.
He
fucking
he
hilarious.
brought up coffee from McDonald's in the Fight Companion, and
Who did, Brian?
No, Chris. He goes,
Chris.
I know you usually drink your coffee black, but I brought it to you with cream and sugar because you're white and sweet. Like calling him like gay. You know what I mean? And he's like, I'm not gonna drink it, man. I'm not gonna drink it. he's like, you're weak and white and sweet like that coffee.
That's hilarious. I also just saw another one where Brian was talking and then Chris's phone went off in an alarm. He goes, oh, wow, it worked. And they're like, what? He goes, I got this app on my phone that goes off when someone boring is talking. So great.
All right, let's switch off that because we talked about it last time.
Did we? Fuck.
Yeah,
I was drunk.
That was like most of the episode.
I was drunk. Now it's noontime here. I typically don't drink during the day, guys. And when I do drink during the day, it's for a damn good fucking reason.
Day drinking's all I ever wanted.
Day drinking actually sucks, and whoever day drinks is a dumbass.
Fun, yeah.
Okay, so now that we know that it's another hour
seen the
before
movie Rumble?
Rumble. Which one is Rumble? Is it the cartoon?
Yeah, the new cartoon that just came out, Rumble.
I have not have seen it advertised though.
It's really good. It's got Will Arnett as the main character. It's definitely sponsored by the WWE. Like,
oh yeah.
They have a couple of wrestlers in it that do voices. I guess you can't really tell. Like, I'm trying to think of what movies the main character is played in. She's been in quite a few movies. She's a little. I believe she's Indian. You get what I'm saying? Like, or she's Middle Eastern descent.
She's the dot Indian.
I don't know, man. I'm not gonna say that. That's not. What did I Rumble? Just came out on Paramount Plus. Let's see. The cast of Rumble. Can we find the cast? Her name is Geraldine Viswanathan.
What?
Geraldine Viswanathan.
This one took it thin, huh?
Yeah. She's Australian, apparently. So I might
Australian.
have, but she looks like, so I might have, I overstated. Her mother is from Switzerland. Doesn't say. His father's name is Suresh, but it doesn't say, So I'm sorry if I offended anybody by assuming her
You son of a bitch.
nationality. Okay, now that we've passed that, she has been in quite a few movies. Um, let's see. Just seen her in a movie, not too in Blockers. I think she's in Blockers for sure. I know that. That's where I've seen her. Main character, one of the main characters in the show Miracle Workers. Man, that was gonna bug the shit out of me if I didn't figure that out. If you haven't seen the show Miracle Workers, I suggest you watch. It's hilarious. Okay.
Miracle Where Cares.
Yes, it's a very funny show. Stephen A.
Very
Smith is in it.
funny.
Tony Danza, Ben Schwartz, but Will Arnett's like the main. Terry Crews is the bad guy.
Oh, nice.
So the movie is about monsters wrestling, like Pacific Rim, but instead of the monsters coming up and killing all of us, they talk English and they're cool,
Oh.
and we all like live together, And there's like a shit ton of monsters, and so like, and they do like monster wrestling promotions, so like they call it monster wrestling, but it's like real life fighting. Like they beat the shit out of each other, and then a winner. So it's not like actual like fake wrestling like they have in WWE kind of shit.
Right. Yeah, they're actually whooping each other's ass.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying WWE is fake because they do have to be very athletic, but they know who's gonna win. It's not the same when you know what I mean. So
Yeah.
like they beat the shit out of each
Right.
other. The town has like a champion and a coach, and they're like a small town with this giant arena, and so like they really back this town or this arena and this guy and this monster, and then they die or like go missing or something. It's big travesty, and everyone's like, "Oh no." Well then,
It's an
it's
adventure to find them.
no, they're gone.
Oh, they're dead.
Yeah. So then
Oh.
his protege has a person that he's training, and that's Terry Crews' character. It's called Tentacular. And he's like a shark, octopus, fish thing that's like giant, enormous. And he beats the shit out of someone named King Gorge, who's like a bulldog with bull horns and shit. So he's a beast. And
Yeah.
that's Chris Eubanks.
Oh,
That does his
interesting.
voice.
Eubanks.
Yeah,
Who's Chris Eubanks?
King
Wait.
Gorge.
Oh, is he a wrestler? I don't know.
Chris Eubanks.
Yeah.
I think he's a boxer. He's a British boxer.
Oh, I was
He's
going
the
to say that.
fancy man boxer, the one that wears
Does sound very familiar.
wears the suit and he talks all proper and shit. And he's like, just because we're fighters doesn't mean we have to be uncivilized. That's Chris Eubanks.
Uncivilized.
Yeah, he's a very good boxer. So, anyways, that fight goes off. Tentacular wins. So that's supposed to bring like the championship, and it's supposed to bring life back to the town. Well, that doesn't go off the way they want it to because he wins. But as soon as he wins, he tells them he fucking hates that town. It's a small town, and he doesn't want to be there anymore. And so he moves to the big city, and they're gonna buy out the stadium because there's nowhere to fight there, and it's like killing the town essentially. And then like the daughter of the fucking coach is that chick, and she goes off to find a monster to be the champion. She finds the son of the guy who went missing, the famous champion guy. Hold on a second.
Holding.
Anyway, so
Holding.
they she ends up recruiting him, and she brings him back to the town, and she's got to train him. Well, he's not a fighter; he sucks, and finds out he likes to dance. So she trains him to dance fight,
Oh.
and
And he
so
whoops everybody's ass.
yeah, so he dance fights and beats everybody's ass and becomes the champion. Brings the championship back to the town and wins the stadium because they made a bet that if he wins, he would get the stadium. And that is the movie. But it's really good.
Wow.
I really liked it. I liked it a lot.
Interesting.
So I'd say it's worth the watch. If I was going to rate the movie, I would give it a 7 out of 10 just because it's really like family oriented, and it's good, you know.
Nice.
A lot of movies I think are fucking
I'll check it
corny.
out. I like the.
A lot of kids movies
Yeah,
I think are fucking corny, and I didn't find that one instantly corny, and that's
Right.
and I didn't find it corny. I actually watched it. So
Yeah.
I watched some other kids movie with a snake that was in Africa. I don't know, or not Africa, but Australia.
I know what you're talking about.
And I don't know what it's called. It's on Netflix. Instantly corny as shit. And I went,
I never watched it. Yeah.
Tune in. You know, I didn't watch it. The kids watched it. I just kind of sat here on my phone.
It's almost like you can tell by the animation before you even watch the movie. If the animation is kind of
corny,
you know, if the anime like
bullshit.
I love Coco. I love Moana.
It was all Disney films.
Yeah, Pixar. I love Pixar films. The animation's always solid, and usually those movies are fucking solid movies. I like the Luca, the new Luca one. I think that's good. DreamWorks.
I liked
Luca was good.
No, it's on Disney Plus.
Is it?
Yeah, I like Fuck, I fucking.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a parlay. I'm gonna do a parlay for you real quick.
You know,
since Onward's great. Onward's another good one. I like Onward.
Good.
I don't like that he didn't get to see his dad. You know, and he
only got to see it.
The older brother got to see him for like a second. That pissed me off.
That all upset me. Yeah.
That pissed me off. Yeah, I was like, "What the fuck is this?" I was cussing in front of the TV in front of my son,
and didn't get to meet his dad. But then his older brother comes back and goes, "You missed him," and he's like, "No, I didn't need Dad. I got you." And I'm like, that's not how that fucking works.
Hey, so give me. I'm gonna put a bet in for you. Well, for
dude,
me,
I don't got no money.
No.
And I don't know enough about any of these fights.
Well, just give me a random. Give me a random parlay real quick. Just give me a random parlay. I'm gonna throw $3,000 on it. This gonna be all your fault when I lose.
I'd laugh. How many fights you need?
Yeah, I think you can do up to 8-teamer on a parlay. You might be able to do more on here. I think it's just 8-teamer. But yeah, just give me a random parlay. Just give me some names, and I'm parlay them.
Oof.
Or you can do over unders. You do the over unders.
Just pick me out some good ones, dude.
No, you pick it. That's all point.
You know I want Dawkins.
Okay, so you got Dawkins. All right, so there's one. Who else? Dawkins.
Oh man.
Who out of Bilal Muhammad Thompson?
I'll tell you in a second. You fucking look at my shit.
Live bets, bitches. Live bets.
We taking them? No, I'm just kidding.
We taking them. Running the numbers.
I'd probably put Thompson to win.
Okay.
Lemos.
Okay.
I don't know anything about Ricky Simon.
So stay away.
Or Raphael or whatever the fuck that is.
Okay.
Man, I'll give it to Derek Elkins. Or Darren Elkins.
Okay.
That's how many you're getting from me.
All right. Good. 4-teamer. Plus 661. I'm gonna put $5 on it. The $5 wins me $33.
Oh boy, you probably ain't gonna win nothing.
Big winner.
Big winner. Somebody
Big
come get
winner.
her.
She's looking like dinner.
Ooh.
I mean, sorry. Is that how that goes?
No.
Somebody come get her. She's looking like my dinner.
No, I think that's the killer version. The serial killer version, yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go with Derek Lewis. Well, I like Derek Lewis to win straight up, but it's not gonna probably happen. I'm just gonna go the over. So over 1.5. As long as it goes over 1.5 rounds, that I'm gonna do a parlay of over. So I'm gonna go over on Derek Lewis fight. It's over 1.5. It's a 5-round fight. I think it'll go over 1.5. So we got that.
Ooh,
All right.
it's gonna be fun to watch. Fucking 10 minutes of that bitch, I tell you.
Oh, yeah. Or exactly. That's why I like betting. Bilal Muhammad Thompson. I'm also gonna pick the over on that. No doubt. I got the over on that.
That one's gonna go.
Angela Hill, Lamos.
That
I'm
one's
gonna stay
definitely
away.
gonna go over. That
I'm gonna stay
Stephen
away.
Thompson, Bilal one. Bilal.
I'll stay away from that one. Darren Elkins Swanson. I'm gonna go with the over on that one as well. So we got 3 to the over. That's plus 283. Let's make this more interesting. Let's go. Mercer over under. Let's go over 1.5 on that one. Fuck. Do I want to? Nah. No, I'm not gonna stay away from that one. Under 1.5, over 1.5 on the Harry Hunsucker Tafa. Stay away from the heavyweights. Jeez, these are all just so. Gatto, Jourdain, Ewell, Pennington. Let's go over on that one. Pennington fight. I'm gonna go the over. Just going to overs. All right, I got 4 overs. That's plus 426. I'll put $10 on that to win $42. Confirm. All right, now I got $15 left. $15 left. And we're gonna pick some rounds here. We're gonna pick some fucking rounds here. What did I say? Pick some motherfucking rounds, dog. All right, Gerald Merchart. I don't know why I went there, but I did it. First round sub. What you think? First round sub. Let's get out of that. Darren Elkins Swanson, Gamrat, Angela Hill, Stephen Thompson. All right, let's just go to the props and the Derek Lewis. Okay, what round do we think Lewis could get it in? Let's go round 2. Round 2. All right, let's go round 2. That's plus $700. I'll throw a fiver. Fiver to win 35. Round 2, Lewis. Dawkins wins 4th round plus 2,000. I'm gonna have to hit that one. I'll put a fiver on that one too. Where'd you go? I miss you so. Okay, $5 to win 100. That's what I'm talking. That's what I'm talking about. Drag them out, get them tired, submit them in the 4th round, and I got the overriding on that too. So I'm not betting against that one. And $5 more left. Who were we saying earlier? We had the round betting going. Was that the prelim card? Jordan Levitt, Josh Parisian, Raquel Pennington, Jourdain, Sarah Eubanks. I'm gonna go with the Sarah Eubanks. Let's see what Sarah can do. Sajara, sorry. Let's see. First round, second round. I'm gonna go with the first round plus 700. Let's see if she gets it done. 5 to win 35. Bam! There's all my money. $50 down the drain. Bye. Damn, that was loud. Could you hear that? My girl was listening to Joe Rogan downstairs, fucking blaring it.
That happens from time to time.
From Timmy to Timmy. Timmy.
What do you think about the boxing matches that are happening tonight?
Oh fuck! I forgot about those two. God damn it! I gotta put fucking more money in this. Jake Paul looks good. Jake Paul looks good. I was surprised to see Darren. Was it Darren Williams is fighting?
Frank Gore.
Frank Gore is fighting too.
Darren Williams.
Is fighting Frank Gore?
Yeah.
I got Darren Williams all day on that one.
You do?
Yeah, Darren Williams is one of my favorite point guards of all time. He's a goon. He's quick. He's
But
quick as a lightning.
Boxer.
Yeah, but he's fast as a lightning bolt.
But he's not a boxer.
He's not. I think he has some training.
I know Frank Gore is a fighter. I'm gonna give it to Frank.
Well, I thought you were talking about it. I thought you were talking about
Amanda Serrano versus Miriam Gutierrez.
I'd go Serrano all day. What are the odds on that?
She's favored negative 2,500.
Yeah, Frank Gore's a football player though, too. Gore Williams, yeah. But Gore also boxes. Okay. I didn't know he boxed like that. Yeah. I just know, bro, I know Darren Williams is quick. Very fast on his feet. Oh, look, and he looks way bigger than Gore.
Might be a good fight.
Yeah, I can tell you that Darren Williams is a fucking lightning bolt, dog.
What else you got on the docket?
Yeah, but I didn't pay attention to anything but Jake Paul, and I was saying Jake Paul looks good. He looks really fit. He looks really good.
He's the favorite.
But of course he is. He won the last fight. But homeboy looks like he's been putting in work, and once Tyron Woodley puts in work, I mean he's done this a lot longer than Jake Paul, and if he gets focused enough, I think he's gonna knock Jake Paul out. I think he's gonna TKO him in the later rounds. I think he's gonna drag him out. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. He's really gotta be smart, but at the same time he's got to take chances to get in on Jake and knock him out. If he drags Jake into the later rounds, I think he can get him.
I think Jake's prepared to go into the later rounds, so I don't know.
I think he is too. Jake looks like he's more fit than last fight, I believe.
I would say
he does.
Yeah. I don't know.
So, but I'm gonna go with my boy Tyron Woodley for the TKO.
Crazy! Doesn't he get $500,000 if he knocks him out?
Yeah, he gets an extra $500,000.
So I mean, he might win. He might go
put that in this contract.
Out,
He should. I'd hope he does. All right, let's see where we at. Jake Paul Woodley, Tyron Woodley plus 190. Plus 190. Josh Taylor minus 1,000. All right, let's see the prop odds. Let's check out them young prop odds. All right, so if Woodley gets the TKO KO, it's plus 225 for him. So, if Paul gets it, it's 185. That's surprising. Woodley by decision or technical decisions plus 600. Paul is plus 140 by decision. So he's really favored to win by decision, like he did last time, by the skin of his chinny chin. The hairs on his chinny chin. Jake Paul to win in round 1-2 plus 1,200. Tyron 1-2 is plus 1,600. I would go with the round 7-8. That's plus 1,900 Woodley. Plus 1,900. Nice. So that's good. That's good. That's good. What else you want to cover? You want to save it for tomorrow's pod? I can't hear you.
My bad. I said,
Were you on?
yeah, I muted it. I said, yeah, that's what I figured. We did what we came to do. We talked about the fights and UFC and the movie.
What
Uh,
what are we running? Like an hour? An hour?
we got an hour and 6.
All right, cool. Yeah.
So I
Yep.
guess
Fight start.
run
30
our
minutes.
plugs for
Yeah.
everything and get ready for these fights that are about to start. So, I'm Devin.
And I am Jesse.
This is Relentless Skeptics. Be sure to go and listen to us on Spotify. Follow us on Spotify, Facebook, and I think that's it. Go tune into The Wise Men when it's on. And I think the For Real Spiel podcast when it finally happens.
We'll get it going. Me and the wifey. Yep. But thank you guys for tuning in. Whoever's watching out there, we appreciate you. And peace and love.
Have a good night.
See you.